everybody to remember me as an Iwadui, as an Ibaloy. Maptang, Jamasyam, Sonse kayon amin. Well, for those among you who were able to understand that phrase, thank you very much. Kasi kayo po yung sasagot mamaya sa Q&A. Sa mga na-curious naman, kung ano ba yung mga elements na kinailangan bago ko sabihin yon, well, let's talk about the rudiments. Once again, good afternoon, sirs and madams. Acknowledgements to our on-site participants from the College of Arts and Humanities together with our online participants. Palakpakan nga natin ang isa't isa para mabuhay tayong lahat. Ayun, maraming salamat. I hope that could be the level of engagement as we go through, once again, the rudimentary information introducing one of the languages spoken here in the province of Benguet. I wish to exaggerate by shifting first the letter L to letter D, Ibadui. Most references would account for Ibaloy. Subukan nga nating sabihin yon, sirs and madams. Ibadui. Pwede namang V, Ibadui. O kaya naman, Ibaloy. Okay, maraming salamat. So let me proceed to my presentation. My presentation this afternoon is entitled Ibaloy Language, Enduring Legacy of the Ibaloy People. I would like you, sirs and madams, to focus first on the spelling of the word Ibaloy itself. My title bears the use of Y. Although I have to understand, for some of you who have had encounters with the language, you might have noted on the use of I. Don't worry, because we'll clarify that as form of suggestion and form of consistency in this presentation. I am actually using the language or Ibaloy term in specific in two different ways. One is referring to the language, kaya Ibaloy language. Yung isa naman po ay tumutukoy sa mga tao. So that from the title itself, we might as well derive an insight that we may possibly use the term Ibaloy to mean the persons and the language that they speak. Ayan, maraming salamat sa pagngiti. Grabe yung mga on-site participants natin. They're all smiling. I am loving this. So this morning you heard from Dr. Richard on the language Tuwali, Ifugao, and of course, Ma'am Leticia, Dr. Leticia, on the language Kalanguya. Drawing from the information we took from Sir Richard, nataon kasi pareho po yung gamit dyan ng I. We can also interpret that translated literally in Filipino as taga. So, taga Baloy. Ibaloy. And it happened as confirmed by the lecture back in 2021 of Dr. Jimmy Fong. We have a Baloy community in Itogon. Now, coming from the perspective of Ma'am Leticia, in her sharing this morning, she shared about Mount Pulag, originally Mount Ulog, the playground of the gods and goddesses, quote unquote. However, we understand the gods and goddesses, quote unquote, simply as our ancestors. She mentioned about the Great Flood. Coincidentally, methodologically, we also have that story as per the origin of the Ibaloy people. Kaya doon po sa pinakita ni Ma'am Leticia kaninang umaga, cousins pala si Ibaloy at saka si Kalanguya. Na totoo rin naman in the municipality where I come from, we have Kalanguya speakers all around. Papunta ng Biskaya o kaya man paakyat mismo ng Mount Pulag. Sa kabila na nun, papunta na ng Kabayan, kapag itutuloy mo pa, Tinok is life. Sige, sa mga medyo well-traveled along those areas, I think you can imagine yung ating geographic explanation. Sige, yun na po, we're done. Thank you very much. Any question? Ay, hindi pa pala, first slide pa lang yan. Introduction pa lang po yan. Siyempre, mandadamay tayo dito sa presentation natin. Because this is not just a sharing, it's also an activity to draw insights as per your observation with reference to what is happening now about, of course, our local languages. And so my next slide, let's talk about a famous character Ay, sandali, parang ayaw. Ulitin ko. Ito na yung famous character. Congratulations. Any reaction? Pardon me po, we pause for a moment kasi kailangan nating pag-usapan si Peppa Pig and the impact that she has made, not only in the province, but in the Philippines for that matter. Anyone who wants to react as to why I am showing this famous cartoon character named Peppa Pig. Naku, alam na natin. Hindi po ito kanyaw, kaya pinapakita ko si Peppa Pig. In the first place, sa kanyaw, ang ginagamit natin native. Native pig. Si Peppa kasi medyo social. Anybody? Okay. We have a joke actually online. Sana naman hindi ito stale na joke. Sana tumawa talaga tayo. Sabi ng mga nasa online, grabe ang mga bata ngayon. British. Kasi they learned from Peppa Pig. Mom, may I have water? Kung nanapiman congratulations. Palibhasa daw, yung mga 90s, dito daw tayo natuto. Yan, congratulations. Kaya sabi ng mga medyo 90s people, kasalanan mo to Mr. Bean. Kung sana nag-exist noon si Peppa Pig, meron naman tayong isang cartoon character din noon. Si Big Bird, Sesame Street. It's the counterpart of Peppa Pig among the 90s people. So ano pong nangyayari? Will somebody share? Actually, it was already discussed this morning with Dr. Richard. The reality that is happening now, which is actually serving as a phenomenon, sirs and madams, is that most households in our area would intentionally shift to teaching their children English. And one of the best tools that they use or that they employ is that, of course, of the utilization of media through, pardon me, Peppa Pig, Thomas the Train, Barney, the Violet Dinosaur, and whatever means that may be. And that's the reality. Tumatawa pong mga language teachers, nanay din, kasi alam kong ginagawa nyo yan. We're also affected. Whatever motivation you have it. Wala pong problema doon. I am not saying even na mali po na i-prioritize nating turuan ba muna ng English ng ating mga kabataan if we're taking it from the perspective that English is our lingua franca. And that if you believe that it will actually mainstream your children using the language in school, because in the first place, we're shifting back to using Filipino and English, if that's the perspective. Paano kaya kung baliktad po ang perspective? Like preservation. Of what? Of the shade of our culture. Diba? Culture is defined in 3 P's: practice, perspective, and product. Kayo na, Ma'am Karay. Pakito lang. Kidding. Thank you, Dr. Panolong. Our dear Dr. Panolong. Maraming salamat po. So nasaan papasok ang language doon? Pwedeng sa practice, pwedeng sa perspective. One thing is certain, we're anchoring on the idea that language is identity. So ituloy na natin. Is it a phenomenon now, really, that most households would shift to teaching English first before the first language? What is happening now? Umamin po tayo. Maraming salamat. Thank you for the, how do you call that? Explicit. Yes. At saka yung mga pagtangad natin. Salamat, Japasiya. Diyat kanto'y pasiyang kayo garud nga eh. Te ituloy ko lecture kung osalang ko ibaduya. Basol manig makaawat. Sa mga kasama natin, by the way po, ipapaliwanag ko rin yung accent ko po kasi iba. Because I come from one of the Ibaloy-speaking municipalities here in the province of Benguet, and we have a different way of speaking in my case, because I don't do it always. I don't use the language always. I tend to exaggerate just for me to be clarified or cleared about it. What then are the alternatives that we are doing, having recognized that phenomenon? Kung institutional po ito, the Department of Education has implemented back in 2011, 2012, MTB-MLE, correct? Tapos biglang may lumabas noong 2024. Na anong provision yan? Nababalik ulit tayo on the use of English and Filipino. As per medium of instruction, no longer using, please correct me if I am right, our mother tongue as medium of instruction. So syempre, nagulangtang na naman tayo dyan. Because after all, through the years, especially in basic education, kinder to grades 1 to 3, these levels have been employing the use of mother tongue. O ano po yung mga initiative pa natin? In the higher education, very good. Yes, we use the local language as what we call the auxiliary language. We use it to aid understanding of complex concepts. Kaya, tanggap dapat kahit sa language classroom ang code switching. Eh bakit ba kung ang reason ko ay, thank God, is this heaven? Akala ko ako lang nagsasalita, may tao pala, hello po. Ang sama-sama. Basta kita po natin ha yung presentation. As I was saying, because the use of the local language is considered as an auxiliary language supposedly, dapat tinatanggap natin ng code switching if it's the least or it's the last of the strategies that you will have to employ to aid understanding. Kaya dito na rin lalabas yung debate about English-only policy. How is that applicable now in the current Filipino classroom when in the first place we're also recognizing the integration of intercultural communicative competence, which is taking the shade of the use of our local language to teach our learners. Mga ganun po na reflection at realization. Dahil lang kay Peppa Pig, pardon me. But I hope we become deeper in our analysis of these concepts and we don't want to go theoretical. Eh bakit kayo nandyan, Sir Jordan? Para ipakita mo natin ang katotohanan. And from now, i-appreciate natin ang value and beauty of our first language. Nako, si Jordan, buti nga alam ko pang mag-ibaloy. Ay, yabang, akala mo naman. Hindi po si Jordan naman kasi nag-aral sa Ambangig Elementary School. Kaya taibukot, no kaya kamantatat ng, di ba? Abadag intolong ni Ambangig Elementary School. Where is that? Taclan, Bukod, Benguet. So I had my elementary years spent in that school. And I'm happy, buti na lang din. Before coming over to La Trinidad Benguet, San Jose, and specific for my secondary education. And from there, nako, since nasa language tayo, hindi natin ginagamit parati ang ating first language. In school, what do we use? The lingua franca Ilocano. And then, English. If we are in the classroom, we shift to Filipino. So, kailan ko ginagamit ang aking first language? To be honest about it, only when I'm at home. Hindi ba? Doon talaga natin nararamdaman yung comfort. So let's proceed. Sirs and madams, I only have an hour, and so I tried to encapsulate my presentation in this particular outline. Number one, the nature of the Ibaloy language. Wag po kayong maglala. This is highly consistent with the lecture that we had in 2021 with the ever Dr. Jimmy Fong of the University of the Philippines, Baguio. At some point, the lectures might be complementary if that's how you would assess it. But most of the information are anchored as well on the advocacies that we try to forward, consistent, of course, with the records that we found in various writings as documented by the encyclopedia, which was just launched. Sige po, simulan na natin. Ayan. Special mention to the Dean of the College of Arts and Humanities, Dr. Rhonda Tulay. Ma'am, bakit totoo naman? And of course, one of our former instructors, Ma'am Tyrene Basal, for coming up with a compilation of various documents narrating or giving information about the Ibaloy language. So we are referring to Chapter 10 of our Encyclopedia of Benguet Indigenous Knowledge Systems. IK ang basis natin. Kaya hindi masyado ang vlog po dito bilang mga sources. But we are recognizing vlog, at least in the promotion of our local languages. So maraming salamat po. Dito pa tayo nag-anchor together with some extra readings. Okay, Iwadoy. Everybody, pakisabi nga po, Ibaloy. Nabaloy. Inibaloy. Inibaloy. Iniwadoy. Yon, ano po napansin natin? Una, nagsishift po tayo no, sa I at saka Y. Pangalawa, may gumamit ng B, may gumamit naman ng V. Well, I would like to begin by saying Ibaloy is a dialect language. However, it's true indeed that the first writers of our language are not natives who speak the language. Nakakatuwa, the oldest reference as presented in encyclopedia is 1905. And the writer is an American writer. Diba? American ang unang nagsulat patungkol sa unang wika natin sa ating probinsya. Well, sabihin na natin may immersion na naganap and validation and everything. So all he has to do is to record. But I would like to believe as well that at some point some modifications have been done to fit the rules of his first language. and to conform with whatever or however the languages sounded while conversations happened in the locality. Kaya oral naman talaga ang ating tradition. Yung writing ng tradition na to, late na lumabas. Kaya titignan natin. Sige po, sila po yung authors. Example, how do you say that, Ma'am Rhonda? Shearer? 1905. Kailan lumabas yung ating mga local writers? Ayan. Piling ko si ano po, foreign din, yung 2004. Doon pa lang tayo sa 2011 na talagang malaki-laki na ang ginamit na ng 2011 ay yung Y. And this is the same dictionary presented by Dr. Fong detailing a portion of the orthography of the Ibaloy language. Language po talaga. So proceeding further, the Ibaloy language actually is spoken in different communities identified as follows. Halos karamihan po. Tanggalin na lang natin muna yung iba po, pardon me. I-quantify natin, except in Mangkayan, Bakun, Bugyas, and Kibungan. Yun po yung apat na talagang kan-kanaay dominated. Mag-isam ni Sir John Ray. Sige, Sir John Ray, ikaw na. Okay. Of course, I'm not saying na walang Ibaloy doon. Well, intermarriage is common now. Baka may Ibaloy in the future sa Bugyas. Naku, Ma'am Julian, ikaw na. Ma'am Rhonda, any violent reaction? Ayan. Si Jordan po, as a speaker of Ibaduy, Haji Garudi Ibaduy ko, adyapo akshi. Siyay. Bukod. I come from Bukod, Benguet. What barangay in Bukod? Daklan. And I find Bukod, Benguet as distinct compared to the other Ibaloy communities. Why? Yung Ibaloy municipalities po, one municipality, one sound. Sa Bukod, magkakaiba ang paraan ng pagsasalita, ultimo ng bawat sitio. So my way of speaking in Daklan, which is a barangay, may be different to the neighboring barangays in Bukod. However, our distinct description for our way of speaking ay malumanay. Malumanay. Hadjengay, may kapasya nga, man iba dun. Malumanay. Pardon me po kung kan-kana iba naman, kakaiba rin naman po ang approach. Paano na kung Mountain Province? I'm just joking. Baka iba ang lumabas. Mountain Province kan-kana medyo, ito yung medyo magugulat-gulat ka pa ng konti. Tago natin sa pangalang Bontok. Ay, hello Ma'am LJ. Yung medyo, malumanay po tayo. Karamihan po ng Ibaloy communities actually. However, we have differences in sounds, of course. Okay, to continue, it's also interesting to note that Ibaloys are in Palawan, as lectured by Dr. Fong before. It's because of what industry? The building of the dam. And we have another group in Mindanao. One of our former dean, Dr. Mirna Kuiper, actually travels to Mindanao to meet them, specifically in Kadapawan. And interestingly, this group from Mindanao, who were there, by the way, since 1931 because of the lumber industry, endeavors to come attend our event here in the province of Benguet. Natsambahan po natin sila nung mismong Adivay Festival 2024. Bakit lumapit si Jordan? Kasi nabasa niya sa t-shirt, Aaki, Shimin Ganao, kung ano naman. O di, kinapalan ni Jordan ang kanyang muka. Madam, sikat na dabot kidapawan. O, idagwaran siya matiibadyo ko. Ito nga, nice. Pero to be honest po, hindi po lahat sila ay talagang fluent in using Ibaloy language. In fact, they are endeavoring to teach their children the language. Siguro sina madam lang po na medyo nag-mature, na talagang may background. Actually, if you look at them, pardon me, if I were to refer to the features, mukha rin naman silang itublay. Sina madam. Parang konti na lang Mamirna. Bakit? Totoo naman po, because Ma'am Mirna has a cousin, actually, kung origin man ang pag-uusapan. So I had to verify with Ma'am Mirna. Shout out po, Ma'am Mirna, thank you for your responses. Kaya alam kong lumber industry, and they were there since 1931. We have had discussions before as part of extension of our college to teach their children the Ibaloy language. Yan. Anyway, what I would like to emphasize here is, imagine they had to travel because they wanted to trace their ancestry, at least in terms of language. Ganyan po sana yung pakiramdam din natin. If our friends from Mindanao would want to learn the language, how come there are people who would say, "Ang takman ibachoy," o "Tek bangat." Yan. Ito po yung mga common language natin. Ipaluyak yang, I'm sorry, hindi ko alam. Yung mga tipong ganun. Why do they exist then? Pero hindi po natin kasalanan, correct? Alam natin multilingual community tayo. And sometimes, the use of the first language ends with the generation of the parents. Nangyayari po yan. Kaya yung iba sa inyo sigurado ako, those among you born 2001 or whatsoever. But I know you have that language sometimes. Kankanaay ka pero hindi mo alam, ibaloy ka pero hindi mo alam. Correct? Please correct me if I am right. Thank you. So ituloy na natin. Sige. Ibaloy, according to ethnologue, let us just go through these records. Nakakatuwa po ang ethnologue. Ang basis ng kanilang mga data ay sa Summer Institute din of Linguistics. Summer Institute of Linguistics, SIL. We had the chance to undergo a training for language documentation with SIL. And interestingly, the articles that you find online are the same references that ethnologue used as their reference. Anong sabi nila? Ibaloy daw po is a stable language. Wow, congratulations, as spoken in the Philippines. How do we define stability in language? Bakit ethnologue ang tinignan natin? Kasi it measures vitality. Vitality of the first languages. This is how we define stable. Basahin ko po ha. The language is not being sustained by formal institutions. Stable pa rin yan. Pero kailangan yatang i-update po ito. Because we have at some point some formal institutions, even the provisions, but the Department of Education makes things formal. But it is still the norm in the home and community that all children learn and use the language. Yan. Balik tayo kay Peppa Pig. Let me underscore that. It is the norm in the home and community that all children learn and use the local language. Akma po ba ang ating mga homes dito sa provisions ng ethnologue? Ngumingiti si Ma'am Sarah. Later, mag-aaral na ng language yung ating mga kabataan. To proceed, ascending po ang ating, digital language support. Ascending in the sense that the language has some spell checking or localized tools or machine translation as well. We have one technology utilized by the former KWF. Sino po yung tinatawag parati ni Dr. Sam? Pardon me. Dr. Nolasco. Specifically documenting how close the English language sound system is with the local languages that we have. So at least we have, anyway, tools and technology. Now, interestingly, the number of speakers also have been sustained at some point. This is a 2024 report of the Philippine Statistics Authority. However, the data is dated back in 2020. 2024 report with the data back in 2020. Baka yung kanilang census ginagawa po every 5 years or in a particular period of time. In the Cordilleras, naturally, number 1 ang Ilocano. It's the lingua franca. Ibaloy is there with how many speakers? 20,222. This is again by PSA. If we are curious, looking at the other languages, Kankanaay, resounding 59,150. But we are not comparing, of course. I am just saying that so far it's the top 2 in the number of speakers in CAR. Let's limit to the province. The province of Benguet, we have Ibaloy speakers, 19,227. Kankanaay, 42,333. Pero number lang po yan ha. Wala pa yung variations. We did not account for those yet. Okay. Yes, to continue, this now would refer to the nature, at least, of our first language. Focus on the segmentals. Pag-usapan lang natin siya saglit, and then mamaya meron po akong ipapaproduce sa inyo kasi gusto ko sabihin nyo gawin ninyo. So you would try. Kasi may mga distinct features ang Ibaloy na hindi namin maririnig if it's not your first language. Ito yung kapag sinabi mo pa lang, nako, wag na. I'm just joking. Kapag sinabi mo pa lang, you would be distinguished as a non-Ibaloy speaker. Sige. The vowels, still taken from our encyclopedia. Dr. Tulay and team They were kind to have summarized so far the development of the vowels. Ito po yung sinasabi natin kanina. Pansinin po natin yung 2010. Take note, 2010 na yan ha. 2010 yan, pero gumagamit pa rin siya ng English-related sound system. What is that? Our International Phonetic Alphabet. Exactly, or IPA. Di ba maalala niyo po yung lecture ni Dr. Fong? He would want to advocate na talagang dapat ang basis natin ay ibaloy bilang nakaangkla sa wikang Filipino. Ganun po dapat yon. Kaya, unfortunately, hindi naman talaga ginagamit yung example ko, yung nasa baba. Oh, for go. At saka yung lowercase po dapat yan. Lowercase u, which is the long sound, like that of soon. Di ba wala namang ganun sa ating local language? Shuntog. Kung na nagarod. O di congratulations. Kasi nga, long sound. That's applicable, however, in IPA. Kung ifo-focus natin yung consistency ng sound system, alam natin na hindi talaga yan consistent. Kung English proficiency ang iyong perspective, you have to train your tongue. Sasabihin mong ganun. Pero kung ang perspective natin ay IK, especially in the documentation of languages, then we would say, unfortunately, we cannot adopt it. Because it's not existent in the sound system that we have. Hindi po ako galit. Ganito lang talaga magpaliwanag ang mga Ibadoy people. Sinasabi ko lang. So ito po ang bibigyan natin ng pansin. At saka yan. Yung at saka o. Ano po kasi, meron tayong pero karamihan ng issue kasi yung talaga eh. Sa English, alam natin yan. Shua. Everybody say Oy, yung iba sanay na sanay. Nice. Ma'am Cara, say Bakit po? For the sake of discussion, sandali, natawa ako sa sarili kong joke. Ano ba yan? We call that the schwa sound, correct? Sige, ipakita ko na lang para ma-imagine po natin. Yun lang naman ang pag-uusapan natin kasi yun ang crucial. Everyone, we have this symbol which is letter E, correct? Letter E, if we take it as a letter. However, one of the controversies is actually on the use of with the diaresis symbol. Ano po yung diaresis? Yun po yung dalawang tuldok sa taas. So that yung mata ni E, that will indicate the sound which is similar to the schwa sound, which is So every time you see that symbol, ang tawag dyan. Now, it's a controversy because others, specifically some Ibaloy writers, do not actually advocate it. However, this has been added to form the orthography or the sound system as supported by the Commission ng Wikang Filipino. So KWF actually supports the use of with the diaresis. So ang ginagawa na lang ng iba, in all fairness, because I also have it in some of my examples, kapag ka letter E, ang pagkasulat mo sa Ibaduy, automatic, eran. Basta inunan mo letter E, adyo, di ba? Yun yung accent ko sometimes, kapag in-exaggerate kong aking accent. Pero paano naman kung yan ang nakita mo? Kung yan ang nakita mo, yan ay E. Kaya dalawa po, and E. Sige, para hindi kayo mahilo. Again, I'm just suggesting, but I'm not enforcing. Hindi ko sinasabing mali yung may diaresis because it's official. It's the KWF suggested way of writing the sound. So, tignan natin yan. Paano po babasahin yung example? Pakibasa. Maraming salamat. Kasi sa ibang mga writing, si letter E sa simula, nag-appear din sa letter sa dulo. Sa ibang mga Ibaloy writers. Kung ang interpretation ng letter E ay at ginamit ulit niya sa dulo, adi pa yung anshu. Correct? Para consistent, E is I is E, so that it will be anshi. Anshi is wala. Nothing. Depende kung ano pong pagkagamit. Sige, tuloy natin. Tuloy po natin. On these symbols, we have O and U. Actually, hindi po talaga as in O and go kasi oh, hello. Hindi naman ganun mga Ibaloy people. Own daw. Kung ano, own daw. Kung nagarod. Hindi naman pwede. Ooh, we don't have that as well. But anyway, we take them as letters, not as sounds. If you have these letters, actually the suggestion would be as a common practice, they're still interchanging. Nagpapalit pa rin sila. Pero tignan natin kung saan naging applicable. Example, pakibasa po, 1 to 3, go. Exaggerate. Kasi ang Ibaduy is nga Tagalog, parang Tagalog, kung anong baybay siyang bigkas. Isang ko na nga mata, ganun lang. Walang accent. One more time. Okay, very good. Ay, pwede pa. Tapos na po ang lecture. You can actually have O for both. Shuntog. Shuntog. What's that? Mountain. Bundok. Bundok. Shuntog. Actually, maganda nga po na ginagamit yan na reference ng ibang mga colleges natin. Shuntog is the official student publication of the College of Forestry. Diba? Nagtaka tayo. Paano na yung Benguet State University? Ibaloy din yun. Siamag. Siamag is balita, news, and that is Ibaloy using SH. Bakit? May option ba? Papakita natin yan mamaya. Siamag. Everybody please say that. Siamag. Siamag. Ayun, yung walang arte po walang arte. Thank you very much. So let's proceed. Still under the vowels. Halimbawa, basahin po na with the diaresis. How do you say the first one? Exaggerate. Patangkanan tayo nga Miss Soriano, isa pa. Kulang pa. Parang almost glottal. Amen. Amen. Nasa deep yung sound. Amen. Ayun. Kasi ang narinig ko po, amen. Yon. So that's a distinguishing factor already. Huwag po kayong mag-alala. Kasi kung kankanay din ito, ay syempre, wala rin kayong patawad sa akin. Because I wouldn't sound exactly like how kankanay speakers do. Next example. Ampait. Ampait. That's your love life. Ampait. Nirelate nyo siguro sa mapait. Very good. Kasi ang ampait, mapait. Na chamba na pareho sila ng sound system. Ampait. Mapait. And last one. Enapoy. Enapoy. Ano po yun? Rice. Ito ang maganda sa Ibaloy. May term kami sa rice na luto na. Enapoy. Luto na yan. Kung hindi pa luto, bagas. 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 Kapag luto na, enapoy. Diyan natin matatalo ang English. Kailangan pang i-quantify. Cooked rice or rice grain. Correct? Tayo instant na That's the beauty that we want to emphasize. Kasi ng Ilocano, inapoy, bagas. Correct? What about O as an example? Say it with me. Bulong. 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 Leaf or leaves. Bulong. What about the second one? Take the air from your glottal. Una na. Dukto. Dukto. Wow, wait, exaggerated naman yun. Dukto. Sandali, sumobra. Baka sabihin nilang baka tawanan ka na lang ng ibang Ibaloy speakers. I'm just joking. Siyempre, kung sasabihin nating accent yan, tatanggapin nila yan kasi nga Ibaloy is dialectic. One more time. Dukto. Yun. Accent pangutan ani ibukot. Accent po yan ng bukod. Okay, let's proceed to the consonants. Mabilisan lang po sa consonants. Sa consonants, whatever we have in English, whatever we have in Filipino, like the nye and the ng, we have it in Ibaloy. Except this. We don't have that in Ibaloy. Wala tayong Q sound, but we have distinct sounds of K. We have the strong or deep k, and we have the shallow k. Ayan. K. Say it please. K. Ibang version naman yun sa Revin. One more time. K. And k. Nanonotice niyo po yung pagka-glottal, glottal, na talagang parang nandito na, papunta na sa throat. Anyway, before we go to that distinct feature, I would like to emphasize that some municipalities have variations in terms of consonants and consonant sounds. Example, VFBCH, VFBCH. We don't have V in Bukod. I mean, at least the beginning. We don't, or end. We don't have P and Ch. We have, however, primarily P, P, W, or GW, and Sh. Ito na lang para ma-realize nating lahat. Magkatabi po ang Kabayan at Bukod, correct? Pero hindi ibig sabihin pareho kami ng pananalita. Hindi po. Sa lahat ng Sabsabali, I love Kabayan. Pero be honest, kakaiba po ang Kabayan. Honestly. Kung letters din lang ang ating basis. Kasi kung accent, iba ulit yun. So take a look at the following. VFBCH, Kabayan yan. Ang katabing munisipyo na wala pang 30 minutes, nandun ka na. BPWH. Parang may ka-sound. SH. Example. Say with me. Adivay. Adivay. Our friends from Atok, Maming, they also say V. So they have Adivay. But for us in Buhot, we say Adi. Adivay. Weh, kaladyo ka na man Adivay. Tapos sasama ang mga ekaraw. Guwali ka tadyo kare. Guwali kare. Man Adivay ka tadyo. It's the name of the festival. Adivay. V is also here in La Trinidad. Kaya yun po ang ginagamit. Next one. Say it with me, Apo. Apo. We have Apo. P in Bukod. Pardon my reference. It's Bukod because I come from that place. Next one. Buara. Buara. Ang Kabayan, meron pang parang bu, tas mapiging f. Fuara. Fuaras ante? Fuara. Unada. That's Kabayan. I'm very sorry. I cannot deliver. But in our case, we say wara or guwara. Ano po yung dinidistribute na meat during kanyaw? If you say what, that is accepted. But when you say what, that's distinct of Bukod. Jit, nan guwat ka. Guwa. Kunanadjay. Para madali ang buhay, what, ganun na lang. And the last one, we don't have chu because we don't say chanom, we say shanom. Yun, shanom. Ondiaw ka? Apan ka? Aishi. Bakit? Meron bang aichi? Aichi? Oo naman. Right? So these are the evidences of the Ibaloy language being dialectic. But it does not mean if we don't speak it, we won't understand our co-communicator coming from a different municipality. Unless, ito ang gusto kong i-share. Natuwa ako dun sa conversation namin noon with Dr. Tomas. Kasi narinig ko yung sinabi niyang naitangab. Tangab is cover. Tangab. Lalagyan mo siya ng prefix para maging action. Naitangab. So, nai plus tangab, it will become now, ano yun? An action, right? Pero, ano ba yung nangyari? Tangab. Sa Atok, kung pupunta ka sa store at nakasara yung store, sasabihin nila, Aju, naitangab mat. Naitangab dajay store. I'm very sorry. Sa amin kasi sa Bukod, ang tinatangab lang namin kaldero. Naitangab kaldero. Ayan, tapos sasabihin sa akin ng mga taga-Atok, "Mantudyo ka usa ng mga way. Anong ginagamit nyo?" Naikalos. Sorry. Pardon me to say this. I think the young generation now has at some point really adopted the use of English in Ibaloy. That's one thing that we have to explore. Yes, it has become decorated, at least in some of our expressions. But we actually say naidakab. Naidakab. Close the door. Dakab. Ayun. Pero hindi naman store lang ang basis nun. Hanggat may sinara ka, kahit pinto, nay dakab. So bago kayo lumabas, in dakab mo, sinara mo, Owen. Ganon. Ay, ang saya ng buhay. That's the beauty of the languages. Almost there. Diphthongs, padaanan lang po natin to. We have I, O, or aku. Although, meron din tayong OW. Pardon me, I was not able to add. That's also KWF. Kasi ako or ako. And then, may bataw and oy, ibaloy. That now will use OY. However, OI has been existing, I think, until at least 2010. Ito po ang isang question. Jordan, nakita ko yung nasulat na publish about Ibaloy Badio. It happened, I had one. Ang ginamit ko po doon ay, tapos sasabihin nyo siguro sa akin, but now you're saying ang gagamitin natin, why? Bakit? Ito po yung isang dilemma when we were writing the encyclopedia entries. Bilang mga contemporary writers, alam na namin na why dapat. Pero we were actually informed and guided na hindi eh. Kasi ang isusulat natin base sa pagkasulat noon. Eh dahil ang laman ng encyclopedia ay yung mga sulatin noon, so sad, we still have to integrate as well. Hindi mo siya so sad. Happy pa rin naman kasi nakita natin yung development that we have to integrate as well OI as a spelling. Sige po. Now the features. Everybody say this sound. Uh-oh. Exaggerate. Ano nangyayari po when you say, uh-oh? What happens? You stop at a certain moment, correct? And then you release the air again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uso po yan sa Ibaduy. How do I prove that? Sige. Kapag may nakita kayong carrot yung nasa taas, or hyphen, that means glottal stop. So sa halip na sabihin mong natiu, oh, natiu. Everybody say it, natiu. Oops, wag masyadong tiyo kasi masyadong English. Teo, ganun lang. Natiu. Natiu. Medyo nasobrahan si te. Natiu. Ay, eto na yung usual Ibaloy sound, di ba? Natiu. Apingat nga, amuda nga Ibaloyak. Papasok yon. One more time. Natiu. Meaning lost. Next word, going down. Same rule. Louder. Paduk. Paduk. What's that? River. Again. Paduk. Paduk. Next one. Baba na lang po sa baba. Hyphen ang ginamit natin. Hindi siya badio. 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 Yon, ang guide nyo lang, oh. Next one. Nakas. Nakas. Nahulog. Nakas. Nakas. And finally, syatal. Syatal. What's that? Floor. Exactly. Sahig. Syatal. Syatal. Harap kay special syatal jo. Aman gintiyak. It's bright and shining. Okay, thank you. These are only some examples, just for you to imagine how we do it. Next one, on the added feature, eto na tayo sa k and k. One more time, everybody say k. 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 Well, parang umaarte lang kapag k. Ayan. One time, we were conversing with a friend. Nakita namin yung pinaglulutuan ng what-what. Sabi ko naman, tango, gangkeng. Gangkeng. Pero sa kankanai yata, that's dangking. Hindi po ba? Something on that sort. Siliasti, Owen. Gangkeng. Hota badag ngay pandutuan ni Diaman. Guat-guat. Okay, try natin. Example, say it with me. Kaymat. Ha! Mr. Yana, one more time. One more time. Hey. Hey. Kaymat. Again. Di ba? Diyan natin nakikita, iba pa rin eh. Kaymat. Parang iba yung dating. One more time. Kaymat. Kaymat. That's thunder. Kaymat. Pero yes, of course, in Ilocano, we have kimat. And of course, ay, eto na. Naku, ayoko ng term na to. Say it with me. Kajam. Kajam. Kajam talaga is friend. Pero ang mga kabataan ngayon na speakers, ginawa nilang kajam means boyfriend, girlfriend. So kayo dyan na may kajam, pwede kayo na. Congrats. One more time. Kay Matt. Kajam. I am more interested, however, in giving you some examples na nag-iiba ang kaluhulugan kung iba ang pagkasabi mo. Example, kait. Kait is kapag kakain na, o lagyan mo na yung ano, kuha ka na sa kaldero. Kait. Gao. Yes. Pero kapag sinabi mong kait, that means kasama. So tayo, san kagait? Jet kait tayo garod? Yes. Owen. Kait niyo ako. Una na siguro ah. Kait niyo ako. Anyway. Next one. Strong ke. Akayang. Say it please. Akayang. One more time. Ke. Akayang. Akayang. Kapag akayang, either matangkad or nakapatong ka sa mataas. Adyo, Ma'am Cara, sa baliti kayang. sorry. Ay, oy, may online tayo, Ma'am Cars, behave. One more time. Akayang. So may makikita ka, wow, akaya-kayang kanam. That means, wait. Sandali, ina-associate nyo sa Ilocano eh. Kapag sinabi kong akaya-kayang ka, that means ang tangkad-tangkad mo. Akayang. Nako, parang halimbawa po ito ni Dr. Tula. Now, kapag ka naman akayang, kayang is spear. Meaning natamaan siya ng spear. Akayang. So magkaiba yung meaning kung ang ipa-follow or susundan na sa ay each of the given two. And the last one, say it with me. Kayrol. Kayrol. That's the thunder. Pardon me. Kaymat a while back. Oh my goodness, I might have been checked online. Kaymat a while back is lightning. I'm very sorry, online world. Baka na-comment na siya sa comment section. So that kayrol is thunder. Kaymat is lightning. Kayrol is thunder. Ito na naman yung evidence na ginagamit ang English sa Ibaloy. Carol. Wait, man, Carol kayo? That means the group will go caroling. So Carol and Carol. I hope you can imagine how things are. Depende. So at least meron tayong crucial na discussion. Next one. The glottal sound this time and the KH sound. I-apply natin yung glottal and the KH sound. This time in pronouns. Babasahin lang po natin. Everybody pakisabi, siguro dun sa singular, papunta sa sikato, sikak. Sir John Ray, may I ask for your presence here para may reference silang nakikita? Ano, yung pronoun, i-apply lang natin. Hindi kita pababasahin, Sir John Ray, no worries. Dito lang, tatayo lang si Sir John Ray. Ituturo-turo ko lang kung paano. Ako yung speaker, no? Sige, dyan ka lang, Sir John Ray. Oh, now please read. Joke lang. Ang kadiba ka. Magtuturo-turo lang ako. Sikak. Everybody say it, please. Sikak. Ako ang nagsasabi, kaya ako, sikak. 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 Iba pa rin. May sikak pa rin. Sikak. Sikak. Si Ading medyo Depende. Now, dalawa po, dual, sabi niya. Kaya kung kakausapin ko si Sir John Ray, sekata, sekata, sekak, sekata. Next one, sekam, sekam. Ako yung magsasabi, sinasabi ko sa kanya, sekam, sekam. And the last one, singular po ito. Kaya titingin kami ni Sir John Ray kay Madam. Sekato. 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 Nakita po natin, na-imagine natin. Gawin natin plural. Kami pa rin ni Sir John Ray nandito. Okay. Nandito kami ni Sir John Ray. Say it with me. Sekami. Sekami. Sekaraju. Sekaraju. Tayong lahat. Sekaraju. Sekaraju. Okay, next one. Tanggalin nyo kami ni Sir John Ray. Sekayo. 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 And the last one is, syempre, may ibubulong ako kay Sir John Ray. Sasabihin ko na lang, sekara. Sila. Ayun. Sekara. Kumbaga third person na kasi yan. Grabe ang laki ng tulong mo, Sir John Ray. Maraming salamat. Bakit? Totoo naman. Para may visuals. Kasi kung ako lang nagsasabi dito at wala akong kasama, I might not demonstrate these pronouns. For easier understanding, mas magandang i-translate natin. Sa mga gustong mag-aral po ng Ibaloy, helpful na i-translate natin in Filipino. Kaya nandyan na ako, tayo, ikaw, siya, and kami, tayo, kayo, sila. Seikam. Na, seikak? Owen. Owen. Sige, ituloy natin. Bakit? We have some, pardon me, notes. Ibaloy people pluralize specific pronouns as form of respect. One time at the gymnasium, Jordan Quillan served as the masters of ceremonies alongside Dr. Panolong. Ang nangyari po ay, ako yung may hawak ng microphone. Huwag at nagpasalamat ako kay, if I may just mention for discussion purposes, kay Regional Director of the Department of Education, Dr. Estela Leon Carino. Nag-ibaloy kasi siya. Salamat, Sonsi Ikayo. Ako naman sumagot. Naku, maling-mali yung sinagot ko. Kasi ang sabi ko, salamat, matlaang Sonsi Ikam. And in the context, mali po yun. Bakit? It will become more respectful kung i-pluralize ko kahit mag-isa siya. Salamat, matlaang Madam Sonsi Ikayo. Ganun dapat yon. That's respect and politeness using pronouns in Ibaloy language. It was a mistake that I have to be honest about. Pero hindi ko na nabawi. Wala na tayong chance. Pero Madam Regional Director is an Ibaloy as well. And so, well, something might have rang within her ears upon hearing, Sekam. Imbis kumanga, Sekayo. For politeness purposes. Mabilisan. We're almost there. Samak. Everybody samak. Say it. Samak. Another great thing about the Ibaloy language is we have a word for like and we have a word for love. Kung sinabi mong I like you, pepeyanta ka. O kaya naman, pepejanta ka. Kung ang sabi niya sa'yo bilang isang Ibaloy na manliligaw ay pepeyanta ka, huwag ka nang maniwala. Dapat yung profound language, hindi lang like, love. Kung sasabihin niyang, ansamak ka, tapos na ang laban. That's sincerity. And samak is love. Pipian is like. I-apply lang natin kunwari, no? Yan yung action. Tignan niyo yung gagamitin kong pronoun. Love. Sekato. Sekato is, take a look at the guide. Love. Ang samak. Sekato means siya. Sekam means ikaw. So ako yung magsasabi. Love, siya, ikaw. So kung susulat mo yan sa Ibaloy, ang pangit naman kung sasabihin mong, pardon me, ang pangit naman kung sasabihin mong, samak si kato si kam. Ang ginagawa natin, magkakaroon ng deletion, tapos nagko-connect tayo ng pronoun. Yung samak, gawin nating action. Lagyan natin ng is nga samak. Tapos, yung toka, dalawang pronoun yan na nagkadikit. Tignan natin ulit. Samak si kato si kam. Ang samak to ka. And that means, kung sino man yung tao, ay, love ka niya. Ganun na yun. Kaskada, di ba? Nango, pambata, hindi ko kaya. Pambata. Ang samak to ka. So may deletion na nangyari. Kasi hindi natin kinukompleto yung pronoun, pinagdidikit lang natin. Parang Ilocano lang yan. Apan ka? O di ba ganun yun? Hindi naman siya apan si ka? Nagkaroon ng deletion, tapos dinikit natin yung pronoun. Apan ka. But ka there means si ka. Correct? Like this. Okay, mabilisan lang ulit. Isa pang halimbawa para mas makita natin. Akad. Akad could either be lakad or pauwi na. On akad. On akad, to make it an action. Lagyan natin ng prefix, affix, on. Now, ang pronoun ay si kami. On akad, si kami. Ang si kami ay kami. Uuwi, kami. Pero ang pangit naman kung on akad, si kami. So, deletion na naman yan. Ang mangyayari ay on akad kami or naka-past tense to, pardon me. Imakad kami. Again, naka-past tense, pardon pala to kasi imakad. On akad is future. On akad kami, pero ang nangyari dito ay naka-past, kaya imakad kami. May ganito. Sige. Anyway, just for you to remember the basic affixes. Ito po yung past, present, at saka progressive. Sabihin lang natin po yung word. Everybody say partial. That's partial. So mangyayari pa lang kaya man partial. Nangyari na kaya non-partial. Yung sinabi niya dyan na aman partial at kaman partial, aman partial there could be progressive in the sense na ongoing yung partial. Yun namang kaman partial, hindi siya as in na pang future, but it's the idea based on the older references that we had na sa tanang buhay niya, pumapasyal siya. So, hindi yung mismong actual na siya ay naka-travel. Okay. Now, nako, sa lahat naman ng example na naman. Sekep. Enter ang sekep. Everybody say it please. Sekep. 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 Now, we say on sekep for future. To enter. On sekep. Nako, ito na naman. Iba na naman ang mga... O di paano na yung progressive? Nako past tense, simakap. Anya nga sinmikip nga. Nako. Sandali. Oy, ang ginamit namin, ito Kaya dapat, hindi i. And the last one is, aman seskap. Kaon sekap. Aman seskap. Aman seskap is ongoing. Kaon sekap is the present tense pa rin na pumapasok siya. Ganon. So anytime. Pumapasok ba siya sa paaralan? Awan mo, kaon sekap. So di ba, pwedeng one semester basis yan. Tapos pumapasok siya. Yun lang yung thought. Now we have two more example before we have some realizations, especially about Ba'diyo. Because I'm also taking some shades of Ba'diyo. Pardon me, I might be extending some minutes. Istorya, just say it after me please. Just gayahan niyo lang po ako. Man istorya. Nan istorya. Kaman istorya. On agad. Imakad. Kaon agad. Kaon agad. Yun. Ay, nakakaramdam na ba tayo ng salivation? Di pa naman. Kasi kung meron, nag-a-adjust yung ating mga, how do you call that, articulators. Now, this is my last presentation, still as part of our features, but I will entitle it as Legacy. Legacy because we have our Ba'diyo. Ba'diyo, these are chants, these are songs, these are actually prayers in essence. These are profound expressions of the longing and prayers of the Ibaloy people. Now, in honor of the late Dr. Euphoronio Morpungayan, He actually identified 5 different types, which are batbat, kape, pinatjan, ngilin, adadkos. Batbat or pinshiran is the kind of badyu performed in the luxurious Pashit Kanyao. Yes po. Pangmayaman ang Pashit based on records from Ibaloy archives. Kape, Thanksgiving, Pinatjan for the dead, Ngilin for at least the Ibaloy group. That's for wedding night. And Adadkos is entertainment. We call it Adkos. Anyway, I would just want to show you some expressions. Ano po yon? Symbolism. Pakinggan nyo na lang muna, babasahin ko po. Kasi nakaano siya Ibaloy talaga. Jimmy Morok e mangidi, Jaiyan en Morok siya, di minanok siyan olag, minanokton an syuke. Ayan, meron po tayong underlined words. Olag and ansyoke. Olag is the olag that you know, snake. Ansyoke means long. In the Ibaloy culture, anything that is long, yes, Ma'am Julien, is considered luck. Maybe in the form of a snake or centipede. Mga ganun. Yes, Ma'am Cara. What is that culture that you're, whispering? Mabilisan lang ulit. Mabilisan lang po. Maming, wag niyo lang sabihin magbadiw ako dito. Wala po akong karapatan. Dear online world, I can just analyze, but I still have to practice really how to deliver the badiw. Basahin ko na lang po. Akne mo eranesirib, say amtara ipasayang siya. Angkan isapak ibalitok no, kaktaksulan bilin, ag siya amtay pasayang siya. It's a wedding advice. Give them wisdom. I would like to highlight the term serib. Serib is not a common Ibaloy term. In fact, some Ibaloy people might not even understand it, especially this time. But it's wisdom. Hindi lang siya intelligence. Kung intelligence po yan, yaeng. Correct? Pero yan po ay wisdom. Iba na kasi ang wisdom. Hindi lang siya about knowledge. It's about experience as well. So, meron tayong ganyan sa Badiw. Interestingly, some post their Badiw online. Like this person. Like this person. Makapagsabi ng like this person. In the person of a very familiar name. Uncle June Alberto Binay Anquilan Jr. Ayan, nagbadiw siya back in 2016 in celebration of the Tayaw in Bukod, Benguet. Ayun, ganyan po. Pinopost talaga nila. Sigurong isang lapse lang ng konti, medyo kinulang ng translation. Pero I'll try to read some part. Kaladyo aki, bibiitan lalaki, kadyo mo na jaw, keto mandil kalekaw. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Come, yeah, men and women. Sabi niya po doon, let's go and dance the tayaw and circle around. Dia kalekaw. Di ba ang kanyaw, tayaw, ikot-ikot po yun. Ayan. Nako, baka na-shake nyo naman yung cow dyan. And, of course, in one of our clan reunions, coincidentally, Dr. Ryan Camado Ginaran actually made another badiw for our reunion. Meron siyang translation, babasahin ko lang. San oktop isan oktop na ibitaw tanay asop nan bingay tanan olo makadsang. Actually, ang term po namin dyan, masenop. Ano pong sabi niya in English? All we are blessed, distant and close as skin, diverging. We share togetherness, as some our strength we win. Yan. Pati yung kanyang translation, medyo profound. Oh, well, it's Dr. Ginaran that we are talking about. One of our Ibaloy writers. Ayun po. So if ever we encounter the Badiw, please understand that it's a form of prayer. For some communities, it has become a form of entertainment. And actually, this is almost my last slide, just to give you an overview of the Ibaduy language. Now, to realize our ways forward, here's a question I wish to ask the group. Where is our language going? This is not only applicable for the Ibaloy language, it's also applicable for the other ethno-linguistic languages. All of you who are here, where is your language going? The Summer Institute of Linguistics is actually sharing some, how do you call this? Guidelines with reference to documenting languages. And this is one of the metaphors that they have offered. Mountain Poster, metaphor by Hanwalt et al. In 2016. If you try to look just at the text, you try to assess where our language is based on the mountain metaphor. Actually, we have a lot of process to undergo before we even define where the language is. When we tried this material for a week, sometime in UST, if I'm not mistaken, we have come to understand that truly we write about the language, but we lack materials written in the language. I haven't seen yet a research written in Kankanaoy, a research written in Ibaloy, but we have research articles about Kankanaoy and about Ibaloy. These are points of reflections, sirs and madams. So once again, the initiative of language documentation is one of the things that we are doing in the College of Arts and Humanities. I hope we can actually actualize with a proposal so that we can pursue. Back in 2000 something, Jordan tried to initiate one. However, we are always hindered by the funding because this language documentation requires travel and at some point feeding some people in the communities. But we can be wise to at least, how do you call that, do some strategies for them to travel. Plus the gatekeepers, they are now some of the people that we have to also face and justify the study with. The gatekeepers, aka NCIP, plus our community leaders. Kung saan man natin balak mag-document ng language. And once again, Iwadoy of Bukod, I'm not a representative to speak of all the variants of Ibaloy. However, I hope I was able to give you at least ideas on the things that are distinct about our language, forming our identity. Leaving you the question, one more time, where is your language going? Salamat, Japasia.